It's the internet sensation that's sweeping the nation. Lance and Larry tracking the pack. We are 1 week in to training camp. Let's go to our expert, the Packers analyst extraordinaire, Larry McCarren. And Larry, the big controversy this week, is Eddie Lacy in shape because of those photos that kind of showed the before and after, so to speak?
No, that kind of story went viral this past week, and let's face it, Eddie Lacy is not a slim guy. He is a big guy, but out of shape, out of football shape, I really don't think so. He's been holding up pretty well, and the last few days have been his best few days of camp. Since the pads came on and so forth, there's been more short yardage work, and you can see the man's power. Jonathan Franklin also looking good, though.
You're our offensive line expert. How good is David Bakhtiari, and is he one of those guys that's kind of flashed so far in camp?
He certainly has, Lance. Very impressed with Bakhtiari, the fourth-round draft choice. And he's been displaying really good technique, and not only that, he's getting really good results. It's clear David has been coached. He's listened to that coaching, and he's taken it out to the football field. And I see him more and more lining up at right tackle, so he could get in a competitive mix out at that position with Marshall Newhouse and Don Barclay.
Is there a chance that he could actually see the field then this season, Larry? Obviously, Marshall Newhouse is kind of the odds-on favorite to win that position, and Barclay's got experience, but it sounds like almost he's vying for some playing time.
Well, if he keeps performing like he has early in camp, and he carries that through to preseason games when the lights are on and he's playing against strange NFL guys he doesn't see every day, if he plays like he's playing now, he is certainly in the mix at right tackle. He's really looked good.
Other rookies or young players that have caught your eye? I know Micah Hyde was one of those guys on day one because of the injuries and the illnesses, and a lot of guys sitting out that kind of flashed as well. But other young guys or rookies that have caught your eye?
Well, you're absolutely right. Hyde just looks like a football player. I don't know if his measurables are terrific. I don't think they are. But he just looks like a football player, and he's been productive. But the fella you've never heard of that's been impressive, and not every day, but some of the days he has really flashed, as they say, is Dante Savage, outside linebacker, undrafted free agent out of New Mexico State. And the other day they're doing one-on-one blitz pickup with the running backs, and he took on everybody and beat them all. Really showed some natural pass rush ability, flashed a little bit today as well. I'll be keeping an eye on him.
I would say that's the Savage report from Larry, but that name's already taken by a different network. All right, practice changes with the 3 2-minute timeouts, the music, and the other tweaks. Do you like it, Larry? It's kind of different.
Well, Lance, on day one, the first time I saw it, I thought, you know, this stuff has finally passed me by. But it's a kinder, gentler NFL today. It's a good idea. The music, I mean, it shocked me. As a matter of fact, I think tomorrow I'm going to bring the ukulele out and kind of serenade the guys to make it even more comfortable for them. But it's just the NFL getting more and more into taking care of the people and keeping them healthy. And if it keeps the guys happy, more power to them. All I know is that, you know, day one it was kind of a unique feature, and now it's business as usual when they do it.
Larry, all the years I've worked with you, you've now played music and sang in like the last couple of months. You're starting to scare me, man, really.
Well, like I've said, the whole thing has passed me by. Not only the football, the media. I'm just getting old, Lance. What can I say?
Still looking good, though, Rock. All right, the backup quarterback battle. Is B.J. Coleman, Graham Harrell, is that a legitimate competition? Are they really that close in the battle to back up Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, Lance, I think it's certainly a legitimate competition, but let's face one fact. If Aaron Rodgers goes down, that is a season changer. When you have an elite quarterback and your backups are typical backups, which Graham Harrell and B.J. Coleman are, the drop-off is so severe, so steep, it's going to change your season. That having been said, both of them have had their moments, good and bad, in early camp. B.J. Coleman certainly has more upside with his prototypical size, height, arm, that kind of thing. But Graham Harrell does have the edge and experience. And so far, as I mentioned, I think it's nip and tuck. One play, one game, or one practice rather, one of them looks pretty good, and it changes around the next day. So we'll just have to let it play out. And of course, it's all going to boil down to who does what in the preseason games. But as I mentioned, Coleman certainly has the bigger upside with the physical tools he brings to the party.
Final thing, Larry, normally we talk about the first-round pick and analyze like almost his every move, every practice. Can he play? What's he doing? What's he eating? All that stuff. It's been pretty quiet for Dayton Jones. Maybe not on the field. Obviously, Eddie Lacy and Franklin and those guys are getting a lot of the pub, but Dayton Jones, he looks like he can play early on. It's just hasn't been a lot of buzz or pub around him.
Well, he's been getting pub from my sports desk because he looks like a keeper. Likes the way he practices. I like the way he brings his ability to the party every day. And he has had some outstanding individual practices. Thinking of yesterday, and he just dominated in one-on-one pass rush, really showed moves, really showed strength, showed excellent quickness, just showed the whole package. I'll be honest with you, today he was rather ordinary. I think several days in pads kind of caught up to him because he does practice hard. But the young man, as I mentioned earlier, looks like a keeper, and there's been nothing not to like about Dayton Jones so far. He looks like a good #1 draft pick at this point.
And that's why we like the man known as The Rock, because he sees things that others do not. Dayton Jones, great insight, Larry. Thanks for tracking the pack with us.
I got to get back to the ukulele.
All right, keep up your chops, Larry. Thanks again for watching Lance and Larry tracking the pack.